Welcome to tonight's game of Old School Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Ekin, I'll be your Dungeon Master. Hello. Oh. I think we have one new player, it's just Pop.
Oh.
So, thanks for joining us, Pop. Let's see. Have you played Old School D&D before?
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay. Sounds good. Alright. So, we'll get started here. And just go over how we do it here. We play Old School D&D, and basically, we tell stories of parties of adventurers who go out to hunt monsters and treasures for gold and glory, right, in the medieval world of Dungeons and Dragons. So, it's a very simple concept. You're trying to live to tell the tale of how your character gets money and experience points and such. To play, it's very simple. I'll start the game out by describing to you the situation your characters are in as your dungeon master, and then you guys will have a chance as the players to choose your character's actions. And then we'll roll dice to determine the results. Very simple concept, right? Before you'll start, we'll roll up some characters and get you guys ready to go. So we'll start with Pop since she's new. Let's see. So first thing we gotta determine is your character's ability scores. For this, you're gonna go into the dice rolls channel. You're gonna use the command /roll. So yeah, /roll space 6 space 3d6. Okay, I'll type it out so you can see how it looks. Just a moment. Alright, so it should look like that when you type it out. /roll space 6 space 3d6. Yep, perfect. Unfortunately, those are kind of low, but you'll be okay. Let's see, so 5 strength.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. Your character's 6 intelligence, 10 wisdom, 11 dexterity.
Reroll since they're new.
Huh? No, there's no
Could they do a
rerolls.
reroll since they're new?
Nope.
Alright.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're new or old. Right, it wouldn't be fair if you rolled high and then made you reroll, right? So that would be unlucky. Right, so it's just randomly generated, right? Okay. Next step is once you get your abilities, you're gonna choose a class. So there are 7 classes in Old School D&D. We have Cleric, Fighter, Magic User, Dwarf, Elf, and Halfling, and Thief. And I'll show you the list real quick so you can have a look. Alright, here's the chart with all the different classes that you can choose from. Based on your scores.
I want to be
Oh yeah, go ahead.
an elf.
Elf? Okay. You need to have at least a 9 intelligence. So your character has only 6, unfortunately. You could be a magic user if you want, or a fighter.
Yeah, I'll be a magic user.
Okay, very well. Yeah, there's no requirement for magic user, but there is a prerequisite, which is the score that they need most. They need a high intelligence. You have a low intelligence, but it's okay. It's not required. Let's see. Elves require at least a 9 intelligence. Alright. Next, you're going to roll 1d4 for hit points. So do /roll space 1d4.
One d4.
Yep. Okay, nice. You got 4. Unfortunately, you have a low constitution, which means you have a -1 penalty. Therefore, you only get 3. But you'll be fine. 3 is still good. Last, you're going to roll a 3d6 for your money. So go ahead and do /roll space 3d6. Alright, you've got 12 coppers. Nice. Alright, next you're gonna get some gear. So the first type of gear you're gonna get is a spell book, which costs 3 coppers. And then you're gonna get some spells. So when it comes to your spells, you have three options. You either can choose 2 random spells, or 2 Dungeon Master chosen spells, or 1 spell of your choice. And here's the list of spells you can choose from right here. I'll zoom in here. So first level magic user spells. Alright, so what would you prefer?
Can I get sleep?
Sure. Now as a Dungeon Master, I do choose 2 spells for you sometimes, if you let me, and I usually pick sleep and read magic. But if you want to pick your own spell, it's fine too. It's just that if you do, you only get sleep. Does that make sense? So there's the mentor chosen spells, or Dungeon Master, right? And there's the random ones, and there's the one that you pick. So if you're gonna pick sleep, that's fine. It's really good. But I would recommend maybe you pick a Dungeon Master chosen spells. Your choice though.
Yeah, I'll pick a Dungeon Master chosen spell.
Alright, so the concept is that your mentor in the NPC, your mentor in the game world picked your spells or taught you spells, and therefore you actually have additionally read magic, right? So just making sure you get the most out of your money, right? Basically. So if you just picked sleep, you would only get 1 spell, versus if you picked the mentored spells, you would have gotten sleep and read magic, so 2 spells. Let's see. Alright, so that's how I usually do it for my new players, or anyone who's magic user really. Alright, so you're down to 9 coppers, which you can use on any armor, weapons, equipment, supplies that you might want and can afford. Here are some examples of the gear you might invest in. So we got gear down here, weapons, armor. So what do you want to get first? Do you want to get some weapons first?
Yeah, I want to get a
A what? What kind of weapon?
A short sword.
Short sword. Okay. So a sheathed short sword costs 6 coppers. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're down to 3 coppers. And with your last 3, how would you like to spend it? Do you want some more weapons, or do
How
you want
much
some
was armor?
supplies? You want some supplies?
Mhm.
Alright, I'm gonna recommend
Yeah.
you're gonna get a knapsack, torches, and tinderbox, so you can explore dungeons, right? Or sea. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Alright, so you are fully equipped. The last step to creating your character is to choose your character's name. So what name would you like?
Can I get Soul?
Do you spell it S-O-U-L?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, next is, so at the meantime, just sit tight. You're pretty much ready to go. And now I have to help the other players get ready. So we're gonna go to Heart next. Alright, so for Heart, do you want to play as... Hi. Do you want to play as Vixen, or do you want to play as a chicken?
I would like to make a new character.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, go ahead and roll up your ability scores.
Roll 3d6.
Yep, 6 3d6.
Oh shit, wait, let me try again.
That could be your money roll.
I got that.
Okay. Nice, those are really good. So
Yay!
you've got, yeah, 13 strength, 10 intelligence, 14 wisdom, 9 dexterity, 11 constitution, 17 charisma. Alright, I recommend fighter or cleric for this one. What do you think?
But a cleric is only useful after level 2, right?
Or against undead, yeah.
Okay, fighter.
Fighter? Okay. Alright, go ahead and roll 1d8 for hit points.
1d8?
Yeah. Nice.
Ah, 5. Nice.
It's pretty good. Next roll 3d6 for money.
3d6.
14. Okay.
14.
And do you want this character to be the heir of Zodo, or do you want Chicken to be the heir of Zodo?
Actually, can I have this one to be the heir of Zodo?
Yep. Alright, so let's go get your inheritance. One moment.
It's better, this guy.
Yeah. Alright, so if you're the heir of Zodo, who was killed in combat yesterday,
Rest in peace.
yes, you get to get 30 coppers from the amount of fame or experience you accumulated. So went up to 44. Banked coppers, you get 90% of this, so you lose out on 2, so you get 11. So now you're at 55. And on top of this, her armor was damaged in the battle, right? So she has a damaged heavy helmet and a damaged gambeson. Her gear should be fine though, the rest of her gear, so you can inherit that. Let me note that this character is the heir of Zodo. So what is your new character's name?
Brad.
Brad? Okay. Alright, so heir of Zodo. Alright, so let's see. You're going to inherit all of this weaponry and such supplies if you want. Do you want all of this? These weapons?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Alright, some of this you don't need, so you can sell it if you want. Like, you don't need lockpicks since you're a fighter. Do you want to sell it, or do you want to just keep it just in case?
Do I need a tunic?
Yeah, that's your shirt or your clothes. You need that. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will keep the lockpick.
Alright, this stuff is no good. It's all covered in blood. You don't need that. Let's see. Alright, so this character Zodo, she was killed by kobolds and buried near East Kobold Cave. Alright. Heir is Brad, heir of Zodo. And that is the last we'll see of Zodo, right? Now that her inheritance has been passed on. Let's see. Or her, yep. Okay, so this character here, Brad, he has 55 coppers. Would you like to get him some good armor?
Just a second. Can you put an E before the A?
Oh, bread.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Very well.
And can I have a torch, please?
Yeah, torches, tinderbox, 2 coppers. Anything else?
All right.
I would recommend some armor. He's a fighter, so. Oh,
some armor. Ooh.
Yeah.
Do I have armor? I don't. Can I?
You also need a bag of sorts to carry your supplies.
Alright, can I have a bag then? And can I have heavy armor?
Yeah, sure. So when it comes to your bag, do you want a sack, or a satchel, or a backpack?
Oh, what is the difference?
The knapsack carries the least amount, 1 copper. The satchel carries a medium amount and is at your waist, basically, because you wear it around your shoulder and neck. And of course, the backpack carries the most gear, but you have to wear it on your back, right? So it's least accessible.
Oh, can I have the waist?
Yeah, the
waist
satchel, the side
bag?
bag. Yeah. So it carries a medium amount of gear. Let's see. Costing only 2 coppers. Alright, you've got 53 after that. And you want some good armor, so I'm gonna suggest you're gonna get a heavy helmet, a heavy gambeson, And let's see, that's already a pretty good amount of armor. Costing you only 15 coppers, so you went down to, let's see, 40, 38 coppers left. With your last 38, since you're using a pike, you don't need a shield unless you want a shield, but you can't use a shield with the pike. Do you want a shield anyway, or skip on the shield?
Yeah. I kind of want a shield actually.
Okay, do you want a normal or a heavy shield?
A normal.
Okay, so slung shield. I recommend you get a sidearm to use with your shield because you can't use the pike with it. So like a sword, or a spear, or an axe, mace, hammer. What would you prefer?
Oh, I can't use the pike with the shield.
Yeah, it's a two-handed weapon. It's a long spear, right? So you can you want this could be your primary weapon, the pike, right, or your sidearm. But when whenever you equip the shield, you're gonna want a smaller weapon to use with it, right? A one-handed weapon.
Oh, okay, but is it possible to sell the pike for a sword or something that I can use with the shield?
Yeah, of course. So we sell the pike, you get 4 coppers back. So the shield, I'll reduce the cost of the shield. The shield cost was going to be 11, so instead you only paid 7. So you're at 31 coppers. And something that's better with the shield is a spear then, right? Which is one-handed or 2. You want to get a spear? Okay. Alright, you got a spear now. You're at 27 coppers. Do you want more weapons? Or
I will bank.
bank it? Okay. Alright, so Bread has banked his monies, and let's see, this is your new character, Heart. And because he's brand new, it's going to be difficult for him to hire on the other characters. But do you want to try to hire on the other characters anyway? Or do you just want to go as Bread today?
Well, I could use chicken as well.
Okay, let's see if she accepts the offer. So he has to make an offer to her. And he has a good charisma, so he's a good chance to recruit her. 7 plus 2, offer accepted. Chicken now works for Bread. Let's see. Alright, just a moment. Okay, here is Chicken's character record. And there's nothing much she can do to prepare. She has 1 copper. So I guess she will just hold on to it for now, right? Okay. Next is... I noticed we have a new player that just joined in. Is that Hen Weifel Flyen? Not sure how to say your name, but if you're interested in playing, I'll give you permission to speak and just rejoin the VC. Alright. Anyway. Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. May I ask who invited you to this group?
That would be me. That would be me.
Oh, okay, very good. So thank you, Mitsu, for inviting your friend. Just to let you know, if your friend does play through a game with us, you will get rewarded, right? Okay.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I don't exactly have a character in. What version are we playing?
We're playing original D&D, and we'll get you set up. Just sit tight.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank
Right
you very
now.
much.
Thank you for joining us. Alright. So right now in our game prep, we're just doing one at a time, getting everyone a chance to get ready. We just finished helping Heart get her characters ready. Her character, Bread and Chicken. Alright. Not a typical medieval name, but sometimes it's an exception if it's not too crazy. Right. Let's see. Next up is Mitsu, and then we'll go to Kyle later because I think you joined in late. Let's see. So Mitsu's next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll. Wait. I wanna.
You want to create a new character?
Yeah. I'll create a new character.
Okay. Tell me the scores when you have them.
All right. 12, 13, 7, 13, 11, and 8.
Very good. Okay. Next, you're gonna pick a class. So I recommend magic user or thief. What do you think, though?
Alright, magic user.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll 1d4 for hit points.
Alright. I got 4.
Nice. Alright. Next is money roll. Roll 3d6.
That's 6. 12.
Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna go over your gear. Spellbook. For your spells, do you want the Dungeon Master chosen or something else?
Can I see the list of spells?
Sure. Just a moment.
What does ventriloquism do?
Ventriloquism, it allows you to make the sound of your voice come from someplace else, such as a statue, animal, or so forth. Or and so forth. 60 feet range, 2 turns of duration.
Would it work on Kobold?
Yeah, it could.
Okay, okay, you know what? I'll take the luck of the die and I'll roll 2 d12s.
Go ahead.
Ah, 4 and 1.
Okay, you got Charm Person, I think, and Hold Portal.
What does Hold Portal do?
It keeps the door from opening. So say in a large crew of monsters are flooding in and you have a door to shut, you can seal it shut with a Hold Portal spell, which often happens, but we don't have that spell available to us, so then we get overrun and killed, right? With this spell, you'll prevent that, right? Let's see.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's really good. Okay. Right.
Alright, how much money do I have left?
So, you've got 9 coppers left. Let's get you some more gear, right? Do you want to get armor first, weapons? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, get just a normal gambeson and then...
Okay, gambeson.
What? Okay, what were the ranged weapons again?
With only 4 coppers left, I recommend you're gonna get a sling and stones or sharp bow and arrows.
Okay, we'll get the sling.
Very good choice. Let's see. Total price is 2. You're down to 2 coppers, which is enough to get some equipment and supplies, right? Typically a lot cheaper than weapons and armor.
I'll take what is okay, you know what? A torch and a backpack.
A backpack costs 3 coppers.
Oh,
so
okay, just a torch then, just a torch.
you can get a knapsack though. It only costs 1, right?
Oh, okay, I'll get a knapsack then.
Yep, it's just a sack with string so you can wear it. Let's see. So knapsack. And of course torches. Very good. Okay. And last, what do you want to name this character?
Okay, let me think. Oh, can I name them Butter?
Butter? Sure. Alright. Next is...
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, did you want to... was this going to be a retainer, or do you want to play as Butter? Very well. Alright. Let's see. Next is Kyle. So, for Kyle, do you want to play as Virgil or a different character?
I'd like to make a new character.
New character? Okay, go ahead and roll up.
Oh, fuck.
Do you remember how to roll? Kyle? Very well. Alright. Oh, there he goes.
Fun.
9, 11, 15. Okay. You also got 9, 7, 16. What class do you want? I recommend cleric with this one. Well, it's your choice.
Wait, hold on. What can I be again?
Cleric, fighter, magic user, thief, dwarf, and elf and halfling, but I recommend cleric due to your high wisdom.
Yeah, cleric.
Alright, 1d6 for hit points. What did you get?
Done. 6.
Okay, you've got a -1 penalty. And then roll 3d6 for money.
Pardon?
3d6 for money.
Oh, yeah.
Roll 3d6. 3 delta 6.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, good.
6, damn it!
Alright. You've got a holy symbol which costs 3. You've got 3 coppers left. I recommend a sling and stones. Is that okay?
Yeah. I guess the stone's alright.
Alright, and then of course, you've got 1 copper left. You want a 50-foot rope? Do you want a sack or something else?
I want the sack.
Sounds good.
That sounded wrong.
A little bit. And for your name, what would you like?
Adam.
Adam, A-D-A-M?
Yep.
Okay. And of course, are you playing as this character or are you recruiting this character?
I'm recruiting this character.
Okay, so you're playing as Virgil though?
Yes.
Okay, just a moment. Alright, so as Virgil, do you need to prepare anything? You have no money on you, but you have 3 in the bank.
Wait, hold on. Let me check the list of items. Let me check the list of items. I would like to buy some bandages.
Alright. Anything else?
And that'll be all.
Very well. You are taxed 1 extra copper because your money was banked. So you spent 2 and you get 3 bandages.
Yeah.
Alright. And then of course now it's time for the new player. You joined in a little late, no worries. We'll get you ready now. So welcome to the group. We're playing old school D&D. And you said you've never played before? Or
I have played version 5e before, but never old school.
okay, yeah, no worries. It's very similar still, of course. In OD&D, it's a bit more straightforward though. We tell stories of adventurers who go out to hunt monsters and treasures for gold and experience points, pretty much. And to play it's very simple, 3 steps, right? Once you're ready to play, the Dungeon Master will describe the scenario or situation you're in. Every player will have a chance to choose what their character is doing. And then we'll determine the results. If there are any risk involved, we'll roll the dice as well to find out if you're successful or not. To create the character, it's very simple. You start out with rolling your ability scores. The command is /roll space 6 space 3d6. You're gonna do this in the dice rolls channel. So I'll post an example real quick for you to type out. Just a moment. Alright, so type out that command and post it. As you're texting it in the chat, a bot should prompt you to roll the dice. Very good. First try. Nice. Okay, so next we're gonna plug and chug your scores. So any score you see that is 3 to 8 is considered low, 9 to 12 is average, and 13 to 18 is above average. You can see your character's very average strength, intelligence, and wisdom. However, his dexterity is really good. He's fast. He's a little frail, maybe skinny. His constitution 11 means that he's decent looking, right? Normal looking. Alright. Next you're gonna pick a class based on your scores. I'm gonna recommend Thief, but you have multiple options actually. So you can pretty much pick any class because you have no flaws really except Constitution. That means you should only stay away from Dwarf and Halfling. But every other class is good for you. So Cleric, Thief, Elf, Fighter, and Magic User are good choices. The best one for you though is Thief due to your high dex. Or Halfling. No wait, not Halfling. Stay away from Halfling since you have low con. Okay, so what would you prefer for your class?
I would choose the Fighter.
Fighter? Very well. And as a fighter, you get 1d8 hit points. So go ahead and roll 1d8 / roll space 1d8. Try again. No space between the 1 and the d8 this time. So again, / roll space 1d8. Nice. Alright, so you've got 2. Unfortunately, you have a low constitution, which means you have a -1 penalty. So your young fighter starts with only 1 hit point. He's probably fresh to the job, right? And has little to no experience, of course, naturally. So maybe he's just very weak at the start. Let's see. Next, you're going to roll 3d6 for money. So you're going to roll 3d6. It's going to same command format / roll space and then 3d6. Nice. Alright. So you've got 11 coppers. Now we have to get you some armor and weapons, because that's pretty much all you need as a fighter. So first, do you want to get weapons first or armor first?
I would rather the weapons first.
Very good choice. This game is about hunting monsters, and in real life, hunters use missile weapons, right? So in OD&D, hunting weapons are actually very good as well against monsters. So it's preferred or recommended that you get a missile weapon first. But if you'd rather go for a melee weapon, that's fine too. What would you prefer first for your first weapon? These are just examples of what you could start with.
Is there a crossbow?
Yes. 3 kinds of crossbow exist that you could possibly afford your character. That would be, of course, the latchet, which is a light crossbow, or the crossbow, or an arbalist, which is a heavy crossbow. Actually, I don't think you can afford the arbalist, but you can afford the other 2.
Okay, so I'll take the latchet, the light crossbow.
Okay, sounds good. The total price for it, if you want a hunting sling on there too, so that you could wear it like a rifle, would be, of course, a total of 8 coppers. This includes quiver and corals as well. Corals are the crossbow bolts or the ammo. Is it okay? 8 coppers is the total price.
How many bolts do I have?
You would get 3. It's 5 bolts or 5 corals per copper. So if you want more, or you would get 5. I mean, it's 5 per copper. So if you want more, you could. But most crewsmen in a per adventure don't fire more than like a single or 2 bolts at once. So 5 should be enough.
Alright, so a light crossbow, the strap, the quiver, and 5 of my bolts.
Sounds good. You're down to 3 coppers. And those last 3, do you want a melee weapon, or do you want some supplies and equipment, or something else?
In this version, is it possible to use the butt end of the crossbow to attack?
Of course. It is a light crossbow though, so it's
case,
not that good. It's like a, it's a light crossbow, so it's not like a normal size rifle crossbow or heavy. So it's a smaller one, right? It's one-handed use, so you'd like pistol slap someone, right? Instead, it is still somewhat effective, but there are better options.
Okay. So I'll move on to armor now.
Unfortunately, you might not have enough money left to get any decent armor. You could get some decent clothing if you want. You already have a uniform, your tunic, belt, brace, and shoes. On top of that, you can get a hood and cloak and such if you want more concealment. But the armor, typically a decent set of armor costs 5 coppers. 3 can get you a light set, which pretty much provides you little to no protection, only against missiles. So in melee, it would do little to nothing with a light set of armor.
I see.
Yeah.
So then, how much is a dagger?
A dagger costs 3 coppers, however, you don't have enough for a sheath, so you don't have to carry the dagger around, and if you took it into your belt, you would cut your belt, right? And perhaps yourself without a sheath. So you can't get a dagger. You can get a knife though. A sheath knife
Oh, right.
is 3 coppers.
I don't think there's anything else to buy for me.
Oh, there's
I think I'll just keep the 3
3.
coppers.
And save up. Okay, sure. Yeah, do a save round. And lastly, what would you like to name your character?
I would name him ONESY.
Onesy, how do you spell that?
ONESY. ONESY.
Okay, sure. Let's see. And your player name, it's Henweifel Hein?
You can just say Wiffle.
Wiffle, okay. Alright. So I think everyone has had the chance to get their crew or their characters ready. So we have finished preparing to play. We're going to take a small break, and then when you come back, we'll start playing. So everyone, thank you for patience. Take 5 minutes. Come back in 5. I'll see you. If you want to chit chat, that's fine too. But I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Alright, Getting, what's the plan? Or should we try assaulting from where you lost again, or should we go through the caves again? The one that we already took.
That's a question. That is a good question. Do we go back to the place that we lost and try and either fight the kobolds again, or what?
Because we don't. Do we have anybody that can?
What?
I have torches. I could throw a torch in, and then Pup can use sleep on everyone inside.
Good idea. Good idea. Or if no one has any, if no one wants to switch to sleep, I could be the one that casts sleep.
No, it works, yeah.
Yeah, I just need some
Wait.
people to cover me because it's gonna take a while for me to cast.
I
I
can
think
cover.
Wiffle can. Oh yeah, I think Wiffle can also cover that.
All right. At least we come up with a plan. There's no argument with the group.
Wait, what define cover? Because I can't really shield anyone with my body. I think I'm one shot.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. It could be someone. It could be anyone else.
I have 3 HP, so I could do it.
It's going to be a risky play though because you're going to get hit by rocks because the kobolds has slings.
So you know what? We'll tilt the door open so that we can throw the torch in. Or yeah, we'll tilt it open, the torch to go in, and then we'll widen it on the second turn so that you can cast sleep on it. If you see anything. If you don't see anything, because we don't have a party prepared for charging kobolds, I don't think. No,
My other guy has technically full HP, the maximum HP as possible for a cleric. Oh, let me think. He has a sling. He can cover it. He can cover by suppressing fire, but at the same time, it might be risky.
Could try to just steal some kills and then pull out. If we see that's too overwhelming, because I don't. We're like how many people? We're like 6 people, I think.
Wait, hold on. So, who else has sleep again?
I do.
Soul.
I don't have sleep.
Yeah, you're a fighter. Wait, you're a fighter? Then, oh my god. That's going to be somewhat. Okay, so okay, Pup.
Yeah.
You have mainly sleep, mainly, or do you have any other spell than sleep?
I have magic reading.
Oh, okay. What's your daily spell?
Huh?
Daily spell, because you could every day you get to memorize one spell.
I just
Oh, wait.
started, so.
Oh yeah, you don't know. I recommend going for sleep. I recommend going for sleep because I can suppress cover. I can suppress fire with my accomplice. So is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Alright. So we throw a torch. We cast Pup. Okay, one of us throws torches. Pup casts sleep, and whoever if any of the enemies falls asleep, we push in.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, your break is over. It's time to get started. Thank you for your patience. Hopefully that break was long enough. We left off with our party at the Eastern Kobold Cave. For those who are new to the campaign, you're a crew of adventurers, or you've recently joined up with a party of adventurers who are campaigning against a wicked dogman race north of your base town. Your base town is your home, right? Your home is known as Deln, a frontier settlement along the coast, right? It is a small town along the coast here within the kingdom of Einkland. And you have made the journey to the north front, right? And into these grassy hills among which are the Kobold Caves. These grasslands used to be a peaceful land ruled by the race of men and dwarfs together until, of course, these kobolds emerged from the underground and began raiding and pillaging, right? And drove off the settlers. So, mercenaries, adventurers, and soldiers were sent northward, eastward, and such to retake the grasslands, and they managed to clear the grasslands of kobolds and send them back into their caves. However, it was not enough. They keep re-emerging. So now adventurers have been tasked out with going into the caves to clear them out for good, to go down and close off and collapse all exits, to kill off as many kobolds as they can, and of course to hunt any or recover any treasures possible, right? Your crew is consisting of adventurers. Your job is to hunt monsters and treasures, of course. And this is a place where you can do just that. So, as level 1 characters, it's a pretty good chance, because kobolds are understood to be small, weak demi-humans. But they're wicked, cunning, right? Dogmen. So, you have to be careful of that. They are considered to be level 0, which means that you're all expected to get at least 2 kills before you go down. But we'll see about that, right? Most of the crews, unfortunately, in the past couple weeks or days upon arrival, die on their first patrol, right? Their first push. So we'll see how far this crew can get, right? Hopefully you guys can come back in one piece, right? So you arrived on the scene at the eastern base camp, and you're getting your crew ready. You're stocking up, or you've already finished preparing, grabbing your gear and such, and now it's time to actually load up and choose what you're going to go into the cave with in your hands, right? So we're going to go into a small-scale map, and we're going to start making plans and getting your crew ready and organized. But before we continue any further, do you have any questions or concerns about the background or the situation we're in? Very well. We're about to begin exploration of the position, right? Your plan is to continue the campaign, unless you want to change it up. If you do, please let me know, right? But I'm gonna go with the fact that you know, we're gonna press on, right? That's what we've been doing the past couple games. So if you don't want to, no worries. Just let me know and we can try something new, right? Because we're not tied down here or anything like that. It's just a good place to continue, or attempting to take back, right, these caves and clear them out of kobolds. Today we have a pretty decently sized crew. We have a new household, House Pup, bringing in the character Soul, the medium, who is equipped with a short sword. And Soul, as you go in there with your short sword, do you want to also use one of your torches or just the sword? Soul?
Yeah, I want to get a torch too.
A torch too? Alright. And Soul, you're a woman, right? So what kind of token do you want here? I'll let you
Yes.
pick.
The first one is fine.
Okay. Right. And you said you wanted the torch, so let's get you one. Let's see. Okay. And then next, we're gonna get the next crew member in. It's Brad, the veteran, right? So he's a new character arriving on the scene. He's a very strong and charismatic fighter. Does he want to equip his shield and what's it? Spear, or do you want to use the bow?
Can I have a shield and oh, can I somehow use a long range weapon with a shield?
Yeah, the spear. Exactly. Yeah, you can. It's a one-handed or two-handed with the spear.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Spear and shield.
Sounds good. Any preference on a token, or does it not matter to you?
Oh, of course it matters. Wait,
Sure.
Can I pick one?
Go ahead.
Oh, nice. So many, man. Ooh,
Oh, don't you
is
like
there... Can I have a really creepy man?
Creepy man. None of them are really that creepy, I think.
intimidating?
You want this one right here? He's got the mysterious helmet, the Eastern helmet.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, he's cool.
Alright, you've got your shield and spear equipped. Next is Chicken. Okay. She arrives under, of course, Bread, her master. Is she gonna use a sling or something else?
Yeah, I guess. Wait, what do I have? A sling?
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
think that's fine.
Is she gonna equip a torch too?
Oh, and actually, can I have a pole as well?
Sure. Sling and pull? Okay.
Yeah.
You'd be the trap checker. Sounds good. Alright, next up is Butter. So, Butter M1. Do you want to use your sling and stones then?
Yep, sling and stone.
Alright, do you have a preference on the token you get?
Yeah, mother will be female.
Okay. Which one do you want?
Okay, third from the top. Top left. Third from the top left, yep.
And you said sling, right?
Sling and torch, if
And
possible.
torch. Yep, it's possible. Let's see. Alright, she is equipped with a torch. 4 torches left in her sack. Alright, and she's ready to go. Next is... oh yeah, real quick. For our magic users, I need you to choose the spell you want to memorize for today. So, Butter, do you want to memorize Charm Person or Hold Portal?
I'll memorize Trap Person.
Very well. Let's see. And Soul, do you want to memorize Read Magic or Sleep?
Sleep.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, next is Virgil, the medium. Do you want to equip your bow and arrows or your mace or something else?
I would like to equip my bow and arrow.
Sounds good. I think you fired a
And
couple
for my,
arrows. No, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't fire any arrows last game. Or
For Adam is obvious. His sling.
Sling, yeah. He's new. Let's get him on the board.
Oh yeah, that's right. What character should there be? Yes, Adam.
Yeah.
A pleasure to meet you, my accomplice.
So he is an NPC, non-player character, hired
I
by
know.
Virgil. Yep. So
I'm practically talking to myself.
yeah, it's okay. Let's see, Sling. Well, as a non-player character, you're talking to a non-player character, so not yourself anymore, right? Yourself is PC Virgil. So Adam just says, good morning, sir. Right, that's it. And Onesy, for you, do you want to use your latchet or something else? And also, since you're new, you can pick your own token. So what would you like?
So I'll use my latchet, and is there a token with a figure who has a hood on?
Sure. How's this one right here?
Yeah, sure, that works.
Alright, this is Onesy. F1, equipped with a latchet, which is loaded. Alright, and that is the last of your team. So, you've just loaded up your crew, right? You stand before the eastern cave entrance, which is 30 feet wide, north to south. There's a creek that flows into it from the grassy hills. Part of it flows down into a waterfall to the south. Another part flows down into another waterfall, down into a 10-foot open pit that's spanned by a bridge. You can go over it and around it if need be. There's only one way forward into the cave, and that is in the middle. In the middle of the western wall of the cave, there's a cavern tunnel headed west for about 10 feet into an open cave system, right? That is the only way forward. So in that case, how would your party like to proceed? Who would like to take point or lead the expedition? So who would like, who we send to the front? Any volunteers?
Before we even go in, can I have Chicken check for traps?
Yeah, sure. Then I guess she's gonna take point, right? So you wanna move up there with her to instruct her, right? To supervise and advise her as she moves.
We're gonna do.
Okay, so Bread and Chicken are up ahead. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
We can go behind them
Alright, Soul is right behind them.
Okay.
with my
We'll have 4 ranks. Bread, chicken and bread, and then and the mages, and then the other players. Yep.
Alright. So, the party is advancing into the cave now. Chicken is carefully prodding the floor ahead of her. What's up?
Bread will have the shield ready.
Yes. Ready to go in his hand. And the party is advancing.
By the way, when we get to the start of the bridge, I'm gonna throw my torch in.
Sounds good. Now you're carefully making your way into the cave right now. You've just climbed down into the cave, the 30-foot wide entrance, and now you're making your way toward the only tunnel up ahead, which is the western tunnel. You're making your way toward a 10-foot pit that's spanned by a bridge, and as soon as you get there, you decided to toss your torch up ahead, straight west, right? So, that was whose torch?
Butter's torch.
Okay, so, Butter, you have chicken step to the side so you can throw it, have a clear line of fire, right? So she like steps to the side. And how far do you want to throw this torch? Wait, first of all, you're looking in, and so far it's clear, right? For now at least. This is a dark cave up ahead, okay? So now you're throwing it. You want to throw it 10, 20, or 30 feet, or further?
30 feet. 20, sorry.
Alright. So you do, if you throw 20 feet into the cave, right? Goes flying into the cave for 20 feet from where you were. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Lands on the floor here. Naturally, we don't really see these guys quite yet, but we might have an idea that they might be there. This is not up to date, so I guess I'll just take them off the board for now, because they're not actually there, or they could be there, but we don't know they're there yet, so. Alright, anyway, the torch falls to the ground, and the radius is halved, naturally, since it's no longer being held. So it's 15 feet of light instead, which lights up a good chunk of the tunnel, or the cave, and as that happens, you're going to get a reaction check from the enemy, right? So, indecision. So, you're able to see up ahead some enemies in the dim lighting. They kind of see the torch land and they're indecisive. They're picking up their weapons. It looks like they were on a guard shift, but they were not ready for you exactly. So, like, they were just kind of lax and not sure what was gonna go down. And you can see them grabbing at their weapons now, getting ready, right? So they're indecisive, right? They're figuring the situation out to like, oh shoot, a torch just fell. Let's get ready for a fight, right? So as that torch lands there, you see a total of 4 of them in the dimness of your torch light that you just threw in there. You all can take your next move, starting with bread. So bread, as that torch lands there, do you want to do something?
Can I order chicken to hide and
Fire?
I would like to hide and fire, yes.
Yeah, hide and fire. Okay, yeah, she'll take cover and fire. And then for you though, as you're telling her this, do you want to just stand your ground, hold the line, and tank shots, or something else? You want to charge them?
I would just like to. I would like to protect others with the shield.
Okay, so you just hold the line, protect them with your shield and your body, right? As a tank, right? Basically a fighter. And then Butter, right after you threw your torch, which did land in the cave on the floor, and revealed the position of kobolds who were not exactly ready for you. They were indecisive and uncertain of how to react. What was your next move after that?
I would cast Charm Person on one of the kobolds if they're within range.
Okay, yep, so Charm Person. Let's double check the range of the spell. Alright, there it is. It's 120 feet. The spell can be used on any human or human-like creature, such as kobolds, right? Alright, so you're starting to cast a spell on it from behind the cover of bread. Let's hope it works out. In the meantime, as Butter is casting a spell, so would you like to cast a spell too, or something else? Or AFK? Very well. And then Onesie, from back here.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted.
Oh, okay, no worries. What is your move, Pup or Soul?
How many enemies can I see right now?
Right now you can see about 4 of them. They're picking up their weapons, and they don't seem to be ready for you. You want to start casting?
Yeah, I would like to cast sleep on
Okay.
them.
Alright, so Soul starts to cast sleep on them. And while she's in the middle of casting on them, Virgil, what would you like to do?
I like to cast magic missile.
Okay. And then Onesie, what would you like to do? If
Can
you want to...
I can shoot, right? I can shoot at them from my position.
Not really. There's Butter in the way of your shot, but we can say that if Butter wants, Butter, you can take a knee, right? So that Onesie can fire over you. Does that make sense?
Can I tell Butter to take a knee and then can I shoot?
Yes. So you're telling Butter as she's preparing to cast a spell to take a knee. And Butter, if you take a knee, of course, your spell is going to be slightly delayed. It's okay, right? But also, more importantly, you're going to expose Onesie. So Onesie, your upper half, will be exposed to the enemy, right? Onesie, Butter will only provide you half cover because she's going to be crouched, right? So, alright, so she only covers your lower half, right? So that's okay with you, Butter, right? Do you want to crouch and cast, or do you want to just stand there and cast?
Absolutely fine. We'll delay my cast.
Okay, so you crouch and start casting, and Onesy, of course, takes aim and fires immediately. And then Adam, we can have him fire too. So if Onesy steps toward the side a little bit, Adam will have a line of fire too. Is that alright with you, Onesy? If you step a little toward the north,
Yeah,
you'll fire
that's fine with me.
southwest into them, and then Adam can fire straight west, right? And then Bread, so that Syl can see your target when she's casting her spell, you might need to take a knee as well. Is that okay?
If I have to, then yes.
So you're no longer fully covering her, right? You're only partially covering her so that she can see and so that she can cast her spell. Virgil, of course, you're casting a spell too. You can't see any enemies yet, too many people are in the way, but you're just getting magic missile casted so that when you do see them, you can launch it. Okay. Alright, so what actually happens, as you guys are taking these different actions, what actually happens is the enemy, of course, they're going to make a morale check based on the situation. And a discipline, if they pass their discipline check or their morale check, they will hold the line and do their job. If they fail, they will withdraw most likely to plan somewhere else, right? So, or give up the position. So, they won't retreat, but they'll withdraw, right? To get to safety before they take another action. So they're gonna make a morale check, and they failed it. So you can see they're already beginning to withdraw, right, from the position. So as they're withdrawing, as they're falling back, Chicken fires at their back, right? Or they're firing back to it. They're withdrawing, so they're carefully backing up. And because Chicken fired and because we fired over here, they start to return fire, right? But we have the first shot because they weren't firing at first. They were watching carefully, trying to back up. They didn't want to engage right away, but since we engage them and they're getting shot at, they start to return fire, right, to cover their withdrawal, to cover their retreat. So, Chicken, go ahead and roll 1d20 to hit. Onesy, 1d20 to hit. And Adam, I have to roll for him because he's an NPC. So go ahead and roll 1d20 / roll space 1d20 to hit your enemies or your targets. Right. Adam rolled to hit and he missed fire. Okay, Chicken, how'd you do?
I got a 5.
You also got a misfire. Possible lineup. Roll one more time, Chicken. And Onesy will try to get a lineup too. Okay, Onesy. It looks like you're gonna hit your target. I think Adam tried to get a lineup. He missed his original target, but hit something further. So Adam managed to hit something further in the dark, possibly, with such a high roll. Scoring a 19 on the retreat. So let's see. Adam did half damage to whatever he ended up hitting accidentally. All right, so he only dealt half damage, so he dealt 2 damage to one of them on the retreat, and still killed one. So despite Adam not being able to see anything, he fired down the line and managed to hit something in the dark, right? Causing something to collapse. You can hear one crush the floor in the darkness, right? Like you can hear him splashing on the ground. And Onesy, you scored a 16, which is a hit, and you do have a chance to get a lineup. A lineup is a line of fire, so you can shoot through the first guy and into another one. But if you do that, it's at the risk of automatic half damage, right? So you automatically will do half damage no matter what, whether you hit or miss. The one that you already hit will take half damage if you choose to do a double kill, right? Do you want to go for an extra attack, or do you want to just stick to the one? That's for Onesy.
Oh yes, okay.
So just stick to the one.
So if I go for the lineup, which is the shooting through, there's
Yeah.
a risk of it doing half damage.
It automatically, so the one that you already hit is going to take full damage right now. But if you want, you can try to get another kill. But if you do that, you only get to do half damage to the one you already hit, right? So you're going to hit him, and we're about to determine the damage. So basically the idea is like you hit him in the neck, so because you hit him possibly, or you hit him somewhere that's like on the outside of him, right? That way it can go through him and into the next target instead of, or past him into the next target instead of just into him and stuck, right? Does that make sense? So a lot of characters like to aim for the neck because they can go through their neck and into the next target because the neck is thin, right, and small. But the chances of success is low, and therefore you might only get half damage instead. Or you will, right, if you do it like that, if you target like that. So do you want to just do a guaranteed kill, most likely, or do you want to have your damage and try to get another kill?
I'd rather the guarantee.
Okay, so in that case, you are the fighter, and you are firing a latchet, and a latchet deals. Let me double check the damage. Let's see. I think it's 2d4, but I'll have to double check. Latchet. Yep, 2d4. And because you're a fighter, you deal double damage. So you get to do 44 damage to your one target. So do slash roll, space 44. Oh, and plus he's small. Because he's small, you deal 80. Okay, there's no chance of survival actually. You automatically killed him. Okay. You don't even need a roll, right? He has a minimum or maximum of 4 hit points.
Damn.
So he one-tapped him, right? From a distance. So yeah, he's a fighter. He's really good at fighting, right? These guys. So you immediately sniped one with his one-handed crossbow, right? There's light crossbow. And then of course it's more stable in two hands. So if you use a one-handed weapon in two hands, it's more accurate and more deadly. Typically. Let's see. Not all weapons can be used like that, but I think only melee actually. So it's still a little more supportive, or support it with two hands, so it's easier. Let's see. All right. So with that, as he shoots one dead to the west, we got. Let's see. Chicken shot at them, missed. Onesie shot at them, got a hit. Adam shot at them, got a accidental hit. And some other characters are casting in the middle of the round. So Butter started casting halfway through the round. Soul cast it at the start of the round. Virgil cast it at the start of the round. So Virgil or Soul's spell's going off. By the time Soul, your spell goes off though, the enemy have already disappeared, right? They ran off. So your spell goes off and you get nothing, sadly. Because you can't see them. You need to see your targets to cast it. So it goes off and it hits no one, since they already fled. Unfortunately. So we wasted a sleep spell just now, accidentally. Because the enemy withdrew and didn't attack. So they withdrew, they gave up the position, and now we can advance. Virgil has a magic missile floating ready to throw. There are no more targets in sight, except the two or the one we killed, right? So at this point,
Oh, that's smart.
do you guys want to advance or something else?
Like, guard the guard.
Can you stand guard? Sure. So Butter is just standing
Can I
guard.
charm the guard?
Oh,
Like the guard. Can I charm the guard?
Oh yeah. So you're in the middle of casting, right? But you have no more target. So you start casting halfway through the round. So like Soul, your spell fizzes out and does nothing, right? So Soul and you cast your spells and they fizzed out and did nothing because you had no targets. They ran off, right? One of the counters to a spell is to take cover, run away, or cast a spell, right? Or shoot the caster, right? Those are like your 3 counters against enemy spell casting. They chose, of course, the first one, right? They fled, and now you can't see them, so you can't cast on them. So they fled into the dark. They have concealment. All right. So sadly, we lost our spells. If you guys think you want, you're welcome to rest up for 8 hours and recover your spells. That way you can proceed with spells restocked. Right? Do you guys want to do that? It's a free thing.
Yeah,
you just go out and just. It's better than just going in with no resources. So, you guys want to fall
We're
back?
gonna rest.
Yeah, and rest up and get the spells back.
I have a question.
What's up?
So is the cave still lit up? Can we still see the inside?
Yep, we can still see the interior from here.
So the corpse of the kobold I killed. Can I retrieve my bolt?
You would have to go into the cave. Are you willing to go in? The crew's about to head out. The plan is to fall back and rest.
I wouldn't
But-
do that.
I'd wait for everyone to be ready before we move in together. So I'll
Alright.
just wait outside with the rest of them. I'll rest outside with the rest of them.
Yep. So it'll be about 9 hours later when we go back in. Most likely, of course, more than likely, that torch will die within the first hour of your rest. And that kobold you guys killed will probably be recovered by their friends. But yeah, you guys will fall back. If you want, you can set up a guard to watch over the position, of course. But naturally, you don't have enough torches to keep it all lit the whole time, right? So at some point that torch will die and you'll lose sight of the kobold that you guys killed. And of course, you'll just keep guard, so in case any kobolds move any further to the east, you can shoot them, right? While the others who have spells have to go rest, because they need 8 hours of rest, 1 hour of study to regain their spells, right? So we gotta send Butters, Soul, and Virgil away, because Virgil already cast a spell and had no targets. In 20 minutes, it would dissipate. It would dissipate, right? So his spell dissipated in 20 minutes. Therefore, we sent all the casters back to go recover their spells, right? As the melee guys and shooters just kind of stood guard at the entrance for the next 9 hours. Is that okay? They'll just kind of like take shifts, resting, taking breaks, right? Like half of them would rest, half of them would keep watch, and then swap out, right? That way they're not stressed out or anything, or overly exhausted. And the other guys are just sleeping, right? They're gonna go sleep, wake up, and get their spell back. Is that okay for your plan?
That works.
Okay. So we started the expedition at 8 o'clock. So the expedition was on a hiatus for 9 hours, right? A small break, not just a break, right? And 9 hours later brings us to 1700. So at 5 p.m. your expedition can resume, right? So it's like evening hours. And the only bad part about evening hours is that that's usually the time the enemies choose to attack. So the humans attack during the day and the enemies attack during the night, right? Because we have the advantage during the day and they have the advantage during the night. So we're not it's not nighttime yet, but it's evening. So evening hours is when they begin to wake up. Nighttime is when they attack, and then of course daytime is when they're typically resting. So right now it's evening hours, 1500 hours, and you guys return to the scene with your spells recovered. Okay, so now that we are readied up and spells recovered, how do we want to proceed? Oh yeah, torches have to be relit, so we have to light up new torches. So
I'll also light up a new torch.
that was for butter, right?
Yep, butter.
Okay.
And I think Soul also relights her torch.
So
Yeah.
new torches for butter and soul after the 9-hour rest period. Okay, just a moment. We're gonna use up one torch from butter, one torch from soul. So you're both down to 3 torches remaining. Alright, we can proceed. Who wants to lead the way this time? So we did pretty good the first run. No casualties, 1 kill, half an XP.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask the rest of the party to back up a little as I approach and throw another torch in.
Same strat? Yeah, just toss another torch in.
Same strat.
Okay, so butter has the crew back up. We can have, if you want, you can have shooters on the flank to peek and fire. Would you guys like that? So some shooters on the flank, like on the sides.
Yeah.
Okay, so what shooters do we want to set up or post up on the sides?
We'll have
I'll set myself up.
I think the deadliest
I'll set
shooters.
Adam on the side.
Send Adam up there. Okay. So Adam and who else? We need one more shooter.
Yeah, that onesie will
Onesie.
go over there and I'll be with Adam.
All right, and then you said want everyone else to kind of stand back. So by standing back, you want them to just move into cover.
Yeah, I want them sort of hidden.
Hidden. Okay. And then of course, if you guys want to move in, of course you can have Brad advance first, kind of, to shield your crew. And you can have the spellcasters behind him to cast spells if you want. Is that the
So are you
plan? Or-
willing? No, actually, wait. We'll have. Who's the other? Virgil. Would you be willing to walk up behind Brad, casting magic missile just in case?
Yeah, just in case. Yeah, I will do that.
Alright, so Brad
Alright.
will protect. Virgil will have a missile ready to return fire, and Butter's gonna throw a torch, right?
Yep, I'm gonna throw the torch from beside onesie.
From onesie side? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
from onesie side.
you're gonna step out, of course, and throw it. And before you step out, I think Brad's gonna cover you, right? Is that right? So Brad's in front of you. And then Virgil.
Oh no, Brad's on the
Oh,
other
other side,
with
okay.
Virgil. Yep.
And he's gonna cover Virgil, who's gonna fire in case they peek, right? Okay, so what happens is Butter, you step out into the open. Hopefully they don't shoot you immediately. It's evening hours, so they're more active. And we'll see the enemy reaction to our crew. Their job is to defend the position. Their reaction to our group is hostile, right? So they are against us, and they immediately open fire, right? Basically, so they see Butter. They are not in favor of us. They are not trying to be favorable to us. As soon as Butter steps out, they begin to fire. They don't charge, but they will fire from where they're at. And as that happens, Bread steps forward. Virgil tries to provide some cover with a magic missile, possibly, if we can see any. But they're firing from a position where you can't see them, right? They're firing from the darkness, where they can see you, but you can't see them, right? It's completely dark where they're at. So we're fired upon, and 4 stones come flying toward us. Bread is covering Virgil, and no one's covering Butter, right? And Butter is throwing a torch, right? Butter, if you want, you could have blindly thrown the torch from behind cover, but then the chance of hitting their target is lower, right? So you know how, like, you could just, like, throw it around the corner and not peek? If you peek,
we're gonna take the risk.
you're going to take the risk and see? Okay, so you peeked and through.
Also, I
it's
want to throw it 30 feet.
30 feet. All right, you've got half cover, so you're just peeking. You're not standing out in the open, right? You're peeking. You're, like, just leaning around the corner and throwing the torch, right? So you're throwing it, and they're shooting at us, and Bread steps up to, like, kind of lure the fire on him. So I guess we'll say Bread moved first to lure the fire on him. Virgil moved right after to cover him, and Butter throws the torch at the same time, right? So Butter will step out after the other two. Is that fine? And then throw the torch, right? 30 feet. So
Yep,
Bread,
that works.
because you're the
30
first one to move, right? You lure the fire around toward you. So you're the first to step out, and the enemies are ready for us. They're just waiting, posted up. It's nighttime, so they're more active, and you could hear us posting up. They were preparing to fire. As soon as you reveal your position, they loose the stones on our position, and 4 stones come flying toward Bread, right? Let's see if he's hit. So basically only a nat 20 might hit him, right? Okay, yeah, those should all be misses, I think. Let's see, he's got some decent armor on, yeah. So Bread tanks all the hits, and then of course we can't see them, but Butter of course peeked and threw her torch 30 feet to the west. So 10, 20, 30, reduced radius to 15 due to it being on the ground. And this reveals their position, right? They are
nice
stacked
throw.
right at their feet, yeah. So we got 2 kills earlier, so actually we have 1 XP. Let's see, just no loot for it. Just got an accidental kill from the cleric earlier. We'll see. But they already recovered, they're dead. Right. So anyway, they're stacked to the west, it looks like. There's a large crew of kobolds just all over the place to the west. We don't know if there are any to the south, but there might be, right? We'll see.
That's definitely some itself.
Okay. So yeah, they're stacked pretty hard, pretty heavy. And yeah, we fire just with the torch lands at their feet, and as soon as it lands, it's within it's visible to Virgil. So Virgil, you were able to launch a missile through them. And Virgil, if you want, I'll let you target up to 2 at the cost of half damage to both of them. Do you want to take that risk?
I'll take the risk.
And okay, very well. You are a large attacker, so you're able to do double damage. So if you want, you can even go up to, if you really want, I'll let you go up to 3. So 3 is half and half and half.
Oh my god.
So it's 25% damage to each of them. Because the total amount of damage you're dealing...
Let's do the most damage as possible. I'm a destructive motherfucker. I'm gonna kill everything as much as I can.
Okay.
In my power, really.
Yep, sounds good. So in that case, Magic Missile typically deals 1d3 plus 1 damage. But if you're attacking small creatures, it's going to be doubled. So 2d6 plus 2 damage. But of course, since you're going up against 3 targets, it's going to be 1d6 plus 1 divided by 2. So go ahead and roll 1d6 plus 1. Or just roll 1d6 first. And it auto hits them. You don't have to roll to hit. You automatically hit them with the magic missile. So you shoot your missile through 3 targets. So it's going to be
1d6, right?
Yeah, 1d6. And then we're going to add a 1. And they each take a half of that amount of damage.
5.
So they each, that's a plus 1. So they each took 3 damage, okay? So you shot the missile through 3 targets, right? So that you saw. So the missile blasted through the first 2. And through this one right here. And this guy we don't know his hit points. Recovered. Alright, but basically, you did 3 damage to all these guys, and we gotta roll their hit points. And if any of them roll a 4 for hit points, they survive the blast. You blew them all up, right? They're not, 2 of them are not dead, but they're bleeding out, right? They're broken bones, right? They get hit by supernatural force that just cracks their bones, right? Like a force, it's a magical bolt, right? So it just blasted the position like a RPG, right? One of them died, right? The other 2 are just badly injured. They're crippled, right? Broken on the ground. Okay, so you have the first blood. So because of that, they have to make a morale check to hold the line. Because as soon as someone starts to die, just like when we start losing people, we lose motivation, right? We lose confidence in the battle. So as soon as 3 of their guys went down, they have to make a morale check. And they hold the line. They're determined to fight. So because they passed the morale check, they just continue firing. So right after Virgil cast it, he steps back into cover, right, behind Bread. Butter, you step back into cover after you threw your torch, right? And Bread, at that point, did you want to move and attack, or just hope that Onesy and Adam fire? I think they're firing right now. So Onesy and Adam are peeking to fire, and we are receiving the next wave of enemy fire. So after these first 4 shot, the next 3 will shoot. So the next 3 are shooting right now. And Adam's returning fire. Onesy, are you willing to return fire? If you return fire, you might get hit. Onesy?
I'll return fire.
Okay. Roll 1d20 to hit, and just hope that they miss. And Adam's gonna peek and fire too. So Adam and you are peeking as they are firing. Only 3 of them are able to fire. They do 1 on Onesy, 1 on Bread, and 1 on Adam. Alright, all of them completely missed. So they just completely miss, right? Stones come past, or whizzing down the tunnel, past your crew, right, into the open wilderness. They do have a lineup, some of them, so they're going to try to line up a shot, particularly right here. So we'll check for those lineups. Yeah, that's a miss too. We'll check for Onesy's lineup, which is just Butter. So they're just hoping, or Butter actually took full cover, so she's fine. So, alright, so Onesy, what did you get for your 2 hit?
I got an 8.
Alright, so you missed your original target, but there's a chance if you roll high enough, you might hit the one behind him. So the first target's easier to hit, but the second target's harder to hit, but it's just an extra chance to get a hit, right? So roll again to see if you can hit the guy behind him instead. He's in your line of fire, right? So if you missed the first one, you might hit the second one instead. Okay, complete misfire. So just goes past both of them. And let's see. Or actually, maybe it's a hit, actually. Because you have fighting skill, which is it's either +4 or double damage. So we'll take the +4. -4 due to their small size. So we're at 11. Close range for the latchet, I think. So we're at 12. And it's a crossbow, so it's 13 now, right? It's armor piercing. So actually, you got to hit. And your damage is going to be 2d4. So roll 2d4 for damage. You missed the first target, you hit the second one. Because latchets or crossbows are very accurate. Armor piercing as well. Okay. Missed the first guy, hits the second instead. As you're hitting that guy, I'm rolling for Adam. He returned fire. And Adam got...
Oh, wait,
Adam got a miss.
Do I roll?
Yeah, roll damage, 2d4 for damage. You have to beat
2d4.
a 2. Actually, I think you automatically kill it then. Yeah. If you get a 2, Onesy, if you get a 2 instead, he just knocks out.
Yeah, I got a 2 in my dice rolls.
Oh, okay.
So the
Yeah,
dice
so
rolls thingy.
he's crippled. He's not dead, but he's bleeding out, right? So you shot him like in the gut, and he like falls over, and like he's like moaning in pain, right? Like groaning. He's dying right now. He's not dead. So we got 3 dying, right? Crippled and bleeding out. 1 dead, right? And the other guys are still firing. Okay, so right after you fired, of course, you will fall back and reload. Same with Adam, right? So it's latch. It takes a long time to reload. It takes 1 whole round, whereas the crossbow takes, you know. So you fire it takes like 2 rounds. It fires every other round. So next round, Runty, you're just gonna be reloading. Adam's gonna, of course, be firing it again, and of course, Virgil launched this missile, and right after you launched the missile, you could have fired your bow as well, because the missile's instantaneous. You already casted
true.
it. So you'll get a free shot too. So you can shoot as well. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yes. What dice?
And we'll have chicken fire too. So we'll say chicken was behind Butter, and as Butter backed up after throwing the torch, chicken was there to fire as well. It's 1d20. So we're just laying down suppressive fire, right? We have just
Let's go.
lines of fire like them.
Damn, almost, and that one.
Yeah. Yeah, you missed.
Misfire.
Okay, and then let's see with chicken. And there was no line of fire for you, sadly, because they're already breaking. Let's see. Chicken also missed, I think. Yeah. She tried to get a line of fire right here. She got a line of fire right here, so she has one more chance to hit. Okay. With bonuses and penalties applied, she missed, yeah. She completely missed. So that's it. We got a few casualties on their side now. They're losing the battle now. They got 4 down. We have 0 down. We're starting to win. Okay, it's the next combat round. So in the next combat round, starting with bread, do you want to just hold the line still and shield the position or something else?
Yes, I would like to protect the people casting magic.
Okay.
Soul says he wants to be covered.
Yeah, she wants to get up there and cast a spell. So you want to cast sleep? Or do you want to wait for more of them? Because right now there's only like 4 left that we can see. So you might want to wait till you see more.
Wait.
So yeah, you can like stand at the ready to cast. Like just get ready to like move in and start casting. So you're just in cover still, right? Because there's only 4 targets left, I think. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's only 4 to the west that we can see currently. And actually, I think chicken can see a little more, just barely. These guys are over here waiting for you guys to push into, right? So
I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna cast yet.
okay, yeah, you wait till you can see more.
Alright, I'll cast charm.
Charm person.
Yep.
Okay, so that's butter, right? So
Yep.
you're in the middle of casting, and you can cast against one that you can see, and if you can see them, they can see you. So these 2 here, I forgot, but they actually fired upon you last round. I gotta check for them to see if they hit either you or ONESY to the southwest. So you guys didn't see them, they saw you, and they have a chance to hit us. So 1 fired at ONESY, 1 fired at butter, and ONESY backed up into cover, of course. So ONESY's fine, but butter, I guess you backed up fully into cover too. We'll say, yeah. Let's see. Just a moment. Oh, I see. I forgot to detach the torch. Detach. Okay. So yeah, butter backed up against the wall. Therefore, if she did that last round, the enemy fired toward her, but it just missed, right? Or possibly actually hit chicken. Yeah. So 2 of them fired on chicken as she was returning fire, and I think she got hit. Let me check her armor. Chicken, yeah, she got hit twice. So as she got as she fired at them and missed, she got hit twice, and took a total of 4 damage. Chicken died. So she was standing there, returning fire, and then she didn't see the other 2 around the corner, right? Who fired at her, and 1 stone busted open her knee, another stone went through her neck, and she fell over dead. We lost chicken. So now it's just bread. Alright, the only memory of Zodo has died, right? Chicken is dead. But bread is the heir of Zodo, right? So let's see. So we lost poor chicken. She did her best. She was returning fire, but the enemy shot her dead, right, from her position. And then of course, let's see. It's the next round, so we're declaring actions. We know what Brett is doing. Brett said he's gonna hold the line. We know what Virgil, you said you're gonna keep returning fire or something else?
Yeah, I will keep returning fire.
Okay.
Try to put some pressure into them.
Sounds good. Butter, you said you're gonna risk moving in to cast Charm Person. Bear in mind you have no cover, so like if you move in and peek and start casting and you get hit, your spell is dissipated. So you want to take the risk?
Can I start casting before I peek?
Well, when you cast, you can't move, right? So you have to cast and see your target.
Alright, peek and cast, peek and cast.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, wait. Can I use my sling instead of casting?
Yeah. The best time to cast is when you have like
Alright, I'll use my sling.
Like cover, like someone to protect you, and take the shots while you can just like cast from behind them, right? But
yeah. Okay, I'll use my sling.
Alright, so you're gonna move in and fire. And ONESY, do you want to move, or you're reloading this round? ONESY got to reload. Soul, Do you want to cast sleep now, or do you want to wait a little longer? Do you want to move to cover, or do you want to cast a sleep spell?
Can I see any more?
Yeah, so after a chicken died, you're able to see 1, 2, 3 from your angle. You can only see currently 2 from your angle. If you move around, you might see more or less, right? Depending on where you're standing. But currently, since you're standing northeast, you're able to see southwest, and you see 2 of them to the southwest who are about to fire at you. So do you want to take cover and get behind the wall, or do you want to cast against them, or something else? Also, you gotta put your sword away to cast, or you have to put it away to cast. Yeah. So.
Can I like? I'm gonna cast.
You're gonna take the risk. Okay. So 2 shooters might fire at you, and you're gonna cast. And if Bread wants, Bread can try to cover you. He can hear you casting. So Bread, what you would do is you would step forward, cover, and then as soon as she's about to launch her spell, you have to take a knee, and so she can see your targets and cast at them. So do you want to do that, Bread? You want to move and cover her?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
So Brad's moving to cover her instead of or he's still covering Virgil a decent bit, but Brad's moving to cover her and tank the shots. And as he's doing that, Adam, of course, is gonna peek and fire once he's reloading, and Virgil, of course, is peeking and firing, suppressing them. Okay, so we all declared our actions for this round, and so what actually happens? We start with any initial missile. So before you guys can shoot back, if you weren't already in position, you have to move to the position to fire. And the enemies, of course, they are already firing at us. So the Western group, they didn't move and fire; they just fired, so they get first shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue to lay down fire on Bread, right? Before you guys move to fire on them. And one of them might have gotten a hit. The one that got an 18. So let's check Bread's armor. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't die here. Like chicken. Okay. Poor chicken's at -2 hit points and dead. Killed by kobolds. Alright. So for Bread, he has a heavy helm, a heavy gambeson, and a shield. Which means the heavy helmet and heavy gambeson give him a total of 4, but it's double against missiles, so 8. And the shield gives him against missiles it's 2, and because it's wielded it's 4. So minus 12 armor class bonus against missiles, so he has armor class -3 right now. So basically only nat 20s hit, because he's fully armored, right? He's got body armor and a helmet, and he's got a shield, so nothing penetrated his position, right? He held the line and tanked 4 enemy rounds, right? And of course, while he was tanking the shots, ONESY was reloading. Butter steps out into peeked and fire. Adam peeked and fire. Virgil peeked and fire, and so was casting, right, toward the west. And basically, the shooters go first. So Adam fired to the west. Virgil, roll 1d20 to hit. Butter, roll 1d20 to hit. So we have a tank, we have our shooters, and we have our caster. Caster's gonna go last. We'll see. So shooters, yeah, go ahead and roll. I'm rolling for Adam.
I rolled 17.
Butter, you rolled 17.